Maxfield. I live here in Lyman, Wyoming. I have done my whole life. Raised our family right here. We have a cow-calf operation, and we also run lots of yearlings. We buy a bunch of neighbors' calves and background them here, and then sometimes we take them on to yearlings. And we've been using Rio since, I'll bet had to be in the first top few of Trevor's customers, if you want to know the honest truth. I think the biggest thing that it does for us is to get them on track for their mineral program, get them where they need to be. It's a very good mineral package, which in our country we're famous for being mineral deficient. I mean, it's sad, but there's a lot of areas around here that are just really short in copper, short in magnesium, short in just other things that the cattle need, that our livestock need. And you can tell it by the color of their hair. And we've always seen since we started feeding them that our hair quality is great, and we're always very pleased with what goes through them cows. Their manure tells a story. I mean, in the fall of the year in this country, if the grass starts getting froze and they don't have enough mineral in their system, you can tell by the manure that they're deficient. Their feed goes right straight through the cows, and we don't have that problem anymore. It still does them the good and keeps their manure firm and good cow pies, and you can tell a lot from a cow by what goes through them, what comes out the other end. I have never tried comparing, putting one bunch without a tub and one bunch with, seeing if it makes a difference. I've never got the guts to do that, because I know, if something works, you don't want to try. We could see how much they gain difference. The spring of the year, when we start calving and everybody else is having severe scour problems because of pneumonia, we very seldom have any. We'll doctor 6, 8, 10 calves for scours, and our neighbors will treat herds. No matter how you look at it, you're better off to stay healthy than to try and get healthy. And it's the same with cattle. If you can stay healthy, you'll be healthy for a long time, and that's our secret. If you can keep their body condition up, then you don't have to pick it back up when you want to start calving. One of the neat parts about the Rio tub is them calves don't have to be very many days old, and you'll see them lined up around the tubs. You go feed the mothers their hay, and here comes the calves to the tubs. They'll lick them Rio tubs, and it can't hurt them. I mean, them calves bawling for their mom, they'll go to the tubs. They'll hit them tubs I don't think there's any that don't. And we background lots of cattle. You keep them healthy, it doesn't cost near as much as it does to get them healthy. I save lots of feed when I get them to eat inferior grass, that forage that nothing else that they used to not eat. Now we pick it all off, and so we don't have to feed as soon. We try to make sure we get an extra 30 days out of our pastures, out of our low ground, which is worth a lot. There's no doubt about it. If you do the math and figure it out, it's cost you, probably $45 per head for that month if you were feeding all the hay they could eat. So it saved you quite a bit. Probably in some ways we've run more cattle than we normally would, because we get less time on hay if the snow doesn't bury it. They probably pay for themselves in feed saved in the fall, and they definitely pay for themselves in drugs that you save and death loss. That's the main. Dead calves just don't make any money. I don't care how much money you saved on your feed calves. We've used them for many, many years. We have a neighbor over here that's a Nutrina dealer, and they have tried to get us to sell or to use their tubs, and we've stuck with the stuff with the Rio. Our consumption stays the same. That's a big sell point on Rio tubs, that's for sure. I'm all about health, and if they're healthy, they're, for the most part, they're making me money. If they're not healthy, they're costing me money, and that's kind of how I look at things. We can't complain very much about the health. We really like the way our cattle hold up, and we must do something right, because when it comes time to sell, we sell lots of semi-loads at a time of the same weight of steer, the same weight of heifer, and we have a lot of repeat buyers. The upfront cost scares the heck out of a lot of people. There's no sense of lying anything that's in a 250-pound tub and you feed it to a cow and it costs $480 a tub. It's like, scares people. I mean, it does. The upfront costs are expensive, but you'll love what happens when you use it. I mean, you'll love the way your cattle are, and the content cattle. You know, I mean, they're content, and and that makes a lot of difference to some of us that run a lot of cattle. I mean, a happy cow's makes a happy rancher.